This is from the 50, the football show for the average Joe, starring the voice of God and Lion superfan TJ Weber, the guy who hates the refs and Kyler Murray, Big Web, Mr. Football Encyclopedia himself, and lifelong Packers stands at talk, the loser who signed the board twice, Nick Yale, and a sad-ass Bills fan, Nick Tully. This is Football Sunday.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into From the 50 for AFC NFC Championship weekend. We got all the boys on today, and we're all remote, maybe for the first time in show history. We got Big Web, we have Tolly, we have Zook, we have Nick. We will have delays, I'm sure, in responses / laughs / a lot of internet issues, but we all are here, mainly because in the St. Louis area where most of us reside, there was a massive snowstorm. I'm sure people out there listening will understand. But yeah, boys, good to be here. It's crazy. We got 3 more games left. Big Web, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I wonder what Tolly feels like. You know, sometimes you go to the zoo and you see those polar bears and they're sweating their ass off for 11 and a half months a year. Then it snows and they go out with an inch of snow and they're rolling around. Tolly, did you go out this morning in the front yard and roll around a little bit?
Absolutely not. The dog also hates the snow. But I did see somebody say, this is Buffalo's revenge. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Bill's not here. We just had that conversation beforehand. Zook said it's kind of crazy that all our teams made the playoffs and nobody's here today. And I said, what the fuck? My team didn't make it, so thanks for doing that and bringing that up. Yeah, Bill's out, Jags out, and the Packers all out. So I don't know. I feel like NFC, I saw this one a little bit. It was kind of my thought that this might happen. Never saw the Broncos here. I thought it was going to be Pats Bills, but I don't know. NFC seems pretty standard to me, no?
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody would have predicted the Seahawks. I think they were 5-1 to win the division preseason.
Well, I mean, when the playoffs started. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I went back and forth on it.
Once you got to about 1st of December, the Seahawks started playing defense on a whole new level, I think.
Yeah, 100%. You've been calling their defense nonstop for a while. So, I mean, they've been showing up. I think that'll be an interesting game. Surprisingly, I don't think the weather affects really anything today as far as the snowstorms across the country. Like Seattle, I don't think obviously is going to have any snow. Denver, I don't know if they got snow. They're obviously more west than where this kind of hit, so I don't expect much there. I know it's going to be colder than shit, but 8 degrees, yeah, so it's going to be cold, but as far as snow, I don't think it's going to impact much. But
I lied. 8 degrees now, 20 at game time. So.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, 20, that's like, yeah, that's beautiful. Can't wait for that. But think about this. If the Bills would have won, and Talia, I hate to rub this in, but if the Bills would have won, the game would be in New England today, Bills-Pats, and there would have been 10 inches of snow, and there's more coming, apparently, today in Boston. That would have been fucking crazy. Big Web, do you remember a time in your lifetime that there was a massive snow game in the AFC or NFC Championship game?
Sure. It was New England when they had the kick game, right? When they cleared the field so he could kick the field goal against the Rams. Wasn't that a snow?
Yeah, that was before.
That wasn't a championship?
That was a championship game, yeah. Right before they went to the Super Bowl when it was absolute blizzard outside.
That's right.
Snowing sideways, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that Vinatieri?
I think it was Vinatieri, absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
It sounds right.
And I remember at the old Busch Stadium here in St. Louis, they did this in Buffalo too. They don't clear the damn seats. You got to clear your own aisle in front of your seats. It's like, we got 2 foot of snow one time. We literally sat down, put our legs in snow up to our knees and just started drinking beer, which worked our way through it.
That's what you got to fight through. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
Sure.
Wait, you did that for a baseball game?
Baseball?
No, football.
There was a football Cardinals here way
One of
back.
the Cardinals used to play in
And they played in Old Busch. All right, my bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To be fair, Zook walked away to go get some coffee for a second, so I think he missed it and heard St. Louis Cardinals.
No, my dog
game.
was whining outside of the bedroom door trying to wake up my infant, so I had to go let her in the bedroom.
It's like, shut up. God.
Yeah, I just hear.
You guys get involved here on FromThe50.com. Could someone on the program do me a favor? TikTok, for some reason, on desktop is not pulling up for me. Number one, make sure we're live. And number two, if one of you can see the comments, you might have to read them. Let me know, though, because for some reason I'm not getting them. Got me. All right. Are we on? Are we on? Anywhere? Are we on?
Anybody else but me would be perfect for that.
Big Web. Yeah, you know what? Big Web be the TikTok guy. Go ahead. See how that turns out. Oh, man.
Big Web, do you even have that installed on your phone?
I do. I do.
You do? That's a start.
Well, sure.
Yeah. You know, I always wondered if I would ever have Big Web go live. Like, hey, why don't you give your take on your picks this week? I guarantee over-under would take 20 minutes for him to get on. Or if it's under, he'd be on the phone, like, staring at it, not knowing he's live. You know? That's what I could see.
Dude, I was here. I make it on these.
You do, but you're trained. You're trained. If I gave you something that you've never used before and say, hey, have fun, it would not go well. Let's be fair.
No, it's going to be a bunch of phone calls. I got you.
Before we get
We're
into
live, by the way.
We are live. And do we have
we're good.
people commenting then?
Yep, yeah. DJ Dano says you're good here.
We're good here. Okay. God, I wish I could find the chat. I'll keep working on it. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, anyway, get involved. Somebody else can read the chat and just kind of chime in for now if you need to. And then I will work on trying to get the chat. Maybe it's my browser. I don't know if it's Google Chrome, whatever's going on. No one cares about our issues, but I will look into it and see if I can get the chat myself. So anyway, Conference Championship weekend, Patriots, Broncos coming up at 2 o'clock CT, Rams, Seahawks at 5:30. By the way, can I say this? The 5:30 start for the last game is beautiful. I mean, I love ending the game around 9, maybe 9:30 if it's like a crazy long game. But I love Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football on a normal week. But, you know, when you get done at 10:30 and you got to go to work the next day, it's kind of a pain in the ass. I love the 5:30 start in the playoffs. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Kansas City for that 5:30 game last year and home by midnight. Like, it was awesome.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
It flows right into your day, too. Like, this is one of the best Sundays for football, which it sucks that we got snowstorms going on around here because I love to go out to the bars and you know, watch these games especially. But to have them back-to-back, you know, especially when we used to go watch as much as we hate the Chiefs, it was still neat to see, like, a bunch of fans in one spot watching one of the teams, and then obviously the Lions played after. That was 2 years ago. So I love the 2 o'clock, 5:30 thing, especially with Super Bowl II in 2 weeks. Like, 5:30 start to me is dynamite. Fucking love it. As far as the games go, we'll get into the picks coming up here at 10 o'clock. You know, nobody expected the Broncos to have the situation they're in today. They are starting Jared Stidham. Very interesting to see how that's going to go. It is in Denver, one of the best defenses that we've seen, you know, all season long. The Patriots struggled big time against that pass rush last week for the Houston Texans. I think that's an interesting storyline. And then Rams Seahawks, just to kind of start things off. Seattle, to me, again, I've been proven wrong with how great their defense is. And I think I was proven wrong with thinking Sam Darnold needed to do much of anything for them to win. I think the way Kenneth Walker ran the ball last week, they could win just you know, giving him the ball all day. But the Rams have matched up well against them, so great storylines all around. I know we're going to get into the picks here soon, but guys, anything that sticks out to you going into the two games today?
One of the things that's interesting there is, and I've been double thinking myself on this, so help me here. So were the Niners, did they just have the Niners number on the huge defensive stands they had against the Niners, or are they that good of a defense? I mean, last 2 times they played the Rams, one time it was a tight, low-scoring game. The other time it was a very tight, high-scoring game. So what is it? What is it with that defense? Are they that good, or do they just have the Niners number? Anybody?
Well, yeah, this is going to happen today. It's all good. My thing is, when Stafford put up almost 500 yards passing against them last time, that stood out to me. It's more matchup based, I think. Like, I think the Rams know Seattle maybe better than any team in the NFL. Like, they played them twice this year. Like, and that's what makes this one intriguing to me because, you know, Seattle proved last week that they can roll over a team like the Niners. Niners also had a lot of injury issues, a lot of stuff they were trying to figure out at the end of the season. The Rams, to me, going into the playoffs, I think were the most dangerous team because, you know, the 5 seed doesn't talk about their season. The NFC West was arguably not even arguably, it was the best conference or division in the NFC this year because you had 3 solid teams, 2 of probably the best teams in the whole NFL. And I just think the Rams match up well as far as the weapons they have. It's how Seattle's going to move the ball against the Rams and who scores first because Darnold doesn't have to do much, as I said. I don't know what Kenneth Walker averaged. It was like, 6.5, 7 yards a carry last week. And I know Charbonnet's out for the year, but if they can get Kenneth Walker that amount of yards per carry, they'll do whatever they want to do. But if the Rams hit him in the mouth early and then you have Darnold trying to catch up, that's where I'm kind of like, I like the Rams a lot, you know?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's really going to depend on who gets the ball first, like you said, and, you know, how that matchup and scoring happens. If Seattle controls the ball, you know, goes for a long drive right off the bat, then, you know, the Rams game plan may change. So I think that's, you know, interesting always to see 2 teams, divisional opponents that have already played twice this year. One was pretty high scoring. One was a little bit more low scoring, but both games were close. And to me, this is one where, you know, not really to dive super into picks, but where Seattle, I think, is better on both sides of the ball, and I think Seattle does a better job controlling the clock. That's, of course, if Sam Darnold's not seeing ghosts, you know, and gets the playoff choke, you know, in him.
I think it's interesting that Seattle's the only team that has a coordinator that's really interviewing for jobs. Like the Rams passing game analyst or coordinator or whatever is involved a little bit, but like you have nobody from New England, nobody from Denver, nobody that's really looking to get a head coaching job outside of Seattle's OC. So you kind of look to see, are they going to be distracted or are they locked in offensively? Because they didn't really need an offense last week.
Yeah, and that's kind of the difference because when me and Big Web looked on the Wednesday show on who's performed well against Seattle, I mean, first of all, I'll say like their defense has been good, but when you look at the last few games of the regular season, they didn't play anybody. You know, the what they did to the Niners twice in a row, including playoffs last week, was impressive. Even with the Niners' injuries, I think you can't deny how good Seattle's defense can be against certain teams. The Rams seem to match up okay against them, and I don't know what that is. But if Stafford's not under pressure, he can do whatever he wants to do because of how many weapons they have. And they have a guy who is, again, and JSN is the same as far as numbers this year, so I'm sure Seattle has the same type of idea. But, if you have a receiver like Puka Nacua, you have to have extra coverage on him. And Devontae Adams obviously helped be a fantastic number 2 for them this year. They got a good run game. I don't know. All I know is the Rams have been one of those teams that's kind of been, I wouldn't call it Seattle's kryptonite because they did only give up 20 points against them their first matchup. It just seems to me this could be a shootout type of game. And if I'm taking a shootout between Stafford and Darnold, as much as I will tip my cap to Darnold for managing the game last week, he didn't look terrible. Stafford's going to win a shootout every day of the week. So that's Big Web. What do you think? I mean, to me, it's like if it's a shootout, it's Stafford. If it's a defensive game, like you've been reading Seattle's defense forever this year, I think Seattle can win, but I don't know which way it's going to go. I'll say that.
I'm kind of leaning, and I know I've been screaming about their defense, but I go back to what you just said earlier is who have they played other than the Niners, and they had the Niners number. So when you look at the Rams and what they can do and the more high-scoring game they played against Seattle, they connected across the middle, and I think that's the weapon right there is Puka over the middle or the tight ends across the middle, and they're getting – was it Havenstein? They're getting him back on the line. So I think it's going to be high scoring, and the Rams would be smart. Okay, so you don't have Charbonnet or whatever the hell his name is. You don't have him there anymore. So are they going to clamp down on Walker? And can they still sustain that running game? I think it would help the Rams to open it up and go, to a passing game early, because if Seattle's defense is for real and can stop them, they're more built to control the ball and not make mistakes and keep it a low-scoring game. If I were the Rams, I'd open it up early.
Yeah. I that's kind of how I see it. It's all about the first quarter to me. If we see Seattle controlling the clock, I think they can win pretty easily. If the Rams come out shooting right away, I think it's going to be Rams all day, or at least they're going to force Darnold to become what Seattle saw during the regular season, but this is the playoffs, and they've been kind of banking on the run game. So we'll find out real quick, but regardless, little sneak into my picks here. The Rams plus the points seems like the play to me. Money line, I'm not touching money line. I do think the Rams can win, but I think the spread's 2.5 right now in Green Book for the Rams. If I'm betting a parlay or even just putting a few extra shekels on it, I'm taking the Rams at 3.5, and I'm very happy with that pick, even if it doesn't work out.
That's the crazy thing, though. It really is going to come down. I mean, it's not a wild take, but it's like if the Rams literally go down and score a touchdown on the first drive, passing touchdown quick, like it's going to change the entire game. Because I think it's the Rams then. If Seattle gets 3 and out, or gets the ball first and goes scores, then I think it's Seattle. Like it's so weird how it comes down to that. Like the mindset that Sam Darnold's going to be in when that first drive happens. If he goes down, scores, boom, he's in a good mindset. If Stafford goes down, boom, scores, I think then he's going to choke. Like it really is going to come down to that first drive more than anything.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of disrespect going on.
Wait, really? For Seattle, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
hear
hear
it.
it.
Disrespect to my guy Sam Darnold, and a lot of disrespect to the Seattle Seahawks is going on right now.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear your Sam Darnold take. I'd love to hear it.
I don't really prescribe to the choke thing. He was bad down the stretch last year. I won't argue that. But I also don't think Kevin O'Connell in that game against the Rams, the playoff game when Minnesota lost to them in the wild card round, he didn't do them any favors. They didn't run the ball. They continued to call pass plays when the offensive line couldn't hold up or block that pass rush at all. I think, number one, Seattle's offensive line is way better. Number two, they do have a much more balanced attack. I think the bigger storyline with him is that we have all conveniently forgotten that he's like a week away from that oblique injury that didn't just disappear. So I think that's a big reason they ran it so much last week, not because they don't have faith in Darnold, but because of the oblique thing. But they'll probably open it up and let it rip. And I do think Seattle's defense is very good. I think that they can give up points like any defense can, but what I think that we have not talked about enough is how the Rams, I don't think, have been playing that great football the last couple of weeks. Down the stretch of the regular season and in the playoffs, they're pretty fortunate to win both those games. So I don't know. That's my take on it.
Carolina.
Yeah,
they were out of that game against Carolina.
I will say, sorry, I'm kind of like readjusting my phone here so I can read the chat.
TikTok, by the way, ended while I was on that rant.
I know I ended it so I could readjust here and read. So actually, you guys go ahead and talk about whatever, because I'm like doing a million things here.
Well, so all right, guys. One of you guys kind of like, what do you think of that? Do you think I'm crazy? I'm listening to your guys' takes about the Rams, and I feel like it's a little too peachy for the LA Rams for my liking.
Sam had 2 picks against the Rams last time. He had 1 pick against Carolina. So, I mean, I think the real Sam Darnold is still in there. You know what I mean? I mean, we got the old Sam Darnold used to play for Carolina, and then we got the other Sam Darnold played for the Vikings. And when you look at their schedule, look, they haven't played. They had a real soft schedule at the end of the season. It is the NFL. These guys are pros. I get it. They all on scholarship too. So, but. I don't know. I think the wild card for, you get deep into playoffs like this, the wild card is Darnold, I think. But if I'm not giving enough respect, I'm not then. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, no, I don't think you're crazy for picking the Rams. Like the two games that they've played have been separated by like literally a yard in both of the games. You know, they had that controversial 2-point call in the second matchup, and the first one came right down to the end too. I just feel like Seattle doesn't. I don't think Seattle. Like the question is Darnold's not as good as Stafford, sure, but I think we can agree that he's a good player, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
He's a
where
very-
are
oh,
the
yeah.
holes on Seattle's team?
He's been
Whereas
decent.
I feel like the Rams have their secondary, like, gives me the chills. Like, I would be so worried about that if I was a Rams fan.
My take on it is Sam is a different quarterback in the playoffs. I don't think you can deny what he's done in the regular season last year and definitely this year. I mean, it proves that the guy's smart enough and is capable enough, but some guys crumble in the playoffs and some guys don't. And
I think that narrative's crazy. He's played two playoff games.
Yeah.
And he's
but
looked
there's
good
a
in one of them.
reason. There's a reason for that, though. I mean, like that's the thing. Like you have to step up. I'm not saying like okay, you don't get a pass in the NFL because it's your first game. You can suck if you want. No, like they proved last year. Detroit figured out if you rush him, he shits himself. And then they did the same thing to him in the divisional round, and they're out. This last game against for Seattle, they ran the ball down their throats. So they didn't need him, which is great. Maybe if he doesn't have the pressure to be the guy, he can't be the guy. And maybe I'm wrong, because if the Rams go up 10-0 today, he's going to have to be the guy to win that game, and I don't know if he can do it, Zuck. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If the Rams go down and score like a touchdown first drive, I would hammer the Seahawks.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
insane.
complete opposite. I agree. Yeah, that's insane.
You got a lot of disagreement going on here, baby. I'd be all over the Rams.
I think Seattle's a better team.
Here's what I'll
And
say.
Matt Stafford's the better quarterback, and Matt Stafford's the MVP, and Matt Stafford won a Super Bowl, so I'll take
Yeah,
the Rams.
he did.
Rams have the better coach too.
Rams has a better coach.
If
Rams have a better kicker.
I'd concede that.
kicker.
nobody cares about the kicker thing, come on.
But if Sam Darnold gets injured, Drew Lock is coming in. So big.
There you go.
Even more reason to
The
take
true
the
wild
Rams.
card.
More reason to take the Rams.
Yes, probably. Never forget when I was a Drew Lock Broncos fan for that 1 year.
Guess what I'll do? If Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks win the Super Bowl,
Uh-oh.
Ready for this?
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Ready?
Shake your head.
I will get a jersey and I'll frame it and put it up in the studio. A Sam Darnold
Oh.
jersey.
Oh, no.
That's
What?
too lame. Come on.
What do you mean too
Put a
lame?
vomit bucket below it.
What's
I think
too
you should
lame?
have to like dye your hair red or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like me wear the jersey. It's more permanent
You
put
gotta-
up on the wall.
No, if the Seahawks win, you got to go like green on one side, blue on the other, so it's like their colors for the Super Bowl. You got to do something like that.
I have a job. Like if this was my full-time job,
fine.
maybe. I
Shake your
have
head.
like I'm a father. I can't like scare my kids with like a Seahawk hairdo.
Yeah, can you imagine?
I
They're
think
like,
that makes it even better.
Get a bus cut.
Like, Dad, what the hell are you doing? What happened here? Fucking yeah. No,
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. You didn't have to. You didn't have to do anything. So whatever
Exactly.
you want to do is fine.
And then if he wins it forever, because I work in the studio too during the week. I work remote, so I see that thing it's a punishment for life of the studio.
Or isn't Seattle where they have like the chocolate covered crickets or whatever? I think you got to find a way to order some of them and eat them.
Yeah,
Why do I have to either like dye my hair or eat crickets? Like why can't we just like put something on the wall?
Jersey's not a punishment. That's not.
Well, you guys aren't doing
That's
fucking
just like-
anything. I don't see you spicing this bullshit up.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true. That's
fucking
true.
eat crickets,
Everyone
idiot.
in here
Yeah.
was shit talking Seattle, but TJ's the only one willing to put any.
I'll
skin
eat
in
it.
the
I'm
game.
the one with
Cricket,
any
for
balls
Christ's
on
sake.
this
Give
show.
me a
Everybody's like,
cricket.
don't be a fucking
Yeah.
pussy. Fucking take your hair, dye your hair. I'm like, I'm doing it. You guys are just like telling me to do shit. Why don't you fucking come up with something?
You brought
I'm
it
with, hey,
up.
give me
I'll
a
eat the
cricket
cricket.
entree. I
Yeah,
can
I'll
give
eat the
a fuck.
crickets.
I'm picking who I'm picking.
It ain't chocolate covered crickets now. You got to eat the real stuff. Anyway, Sam Darnold
I will dress
jersey
up. By the
in-
way, if Darnold chokes, now if they just like lose the game and he plays fine, but if it's like obvious like he doesn't play very well, I will dress up as a ghost for the next show.
That means not show up. What the fuck?
Yeah, right. He's invisible.
He's
Just
gonna
have a bunch of
ghost us on the
camo
show.
on or something. Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah,
No,
Gauntlet's
I
been
will put
thrown
on a
down,
bed
I guess.
sheet and wear it the whole show.
Yeah. I like it because, I made the studio like it's basically just a story. Like you go around the whole studio, and I have everything's up for a reason. From the 50 walls becoming, little parts of the show, best parts of the show. I got stuff from like my fandom for sports on this side. So yeah, Sam Darnold's jersey would hurt me, but it'd be part of the story. Like it would be like, okay, the guy did it. What are you gonna do? It'd be tough to see Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl before the Lions. It'd be tough. But anyway. Okay, we got 10 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get to the picks here. If you guys are brand new to the program, we usually do 7 picks during the season, obviously only having 2 games to pick today. So what we're going to do is pick both games, and then we're going to lock up one of them. So we're going to double up, and that'll be our lock. As far as the standings go, fellas, look who's locked it up for the back-to-back championships. TJ, another banner going up once again. First back-to-back champ in show history. I got 81 wins on the season. Big Web will be most likely in second at 5.5 games back. Nick at 9.5 games back is tied with Zook now at 9.5 back. Tolly is 100%, signing the board, becoming the second person named Nick on the show to sign the board twice. So there we go. Any thoughts, Tolly?
I mean, I swung for the fences last week. It didn't work out. It's all right.
I was thinking of you, Tolly, when I was in Denver watching the games. I was like, I think I pretty much won them all, so I think he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a tough one. All right, here we go. We got the
dead
first...
on top of the Bills. I mean, that was tough weekend.
Weekend.
It was. Then Monday they fired the coach. It just
yeah.
McDermott being fired. That was kind of the cherry on top. A lot going on there. I don't know. I'm curious to see who you guys get, Tolly. It's kind of the craziest coaching carousel I've ever seen in a while,
dude.
So
I was listening to another show earlier this week that said the only division in the NFL that doesn't have a coaching change is the NFC North, which almost had one because the Packers almost fired LaFleur.
Wow. Yeah, that's a wild stat. I didn't know that. Interesting. Tolly, what we got for game number 1, sir?
We have the New England Patriots minus 3.5 in Denver taking on the Broncos.
All right, leading off with our leadoff hitter, Zach Zook.
Thank you very much, TJ.
Uh-huh.
I am going to, no surprise here, I'm going to eat the points and take the New England Patriots against the backup quarterback. I'm actually more intrigued to watch this game than I'm interested to hear your guys' take on it, I guess, because in a winner take all 60 minutes, anything can happen, and Sean Payton is a very obviously bright offensive mind, and I don't think Jarrett Stidham is like just garbage, I kind of like them coming out of Auburn, and I feel like he's done some interesting things. A little stat for you guys coming into this one. Last 2 years, out of like 80 whatever quarterbacks that have met the snap threshold that he's been at, which obviously he hasn't played a ton, but last couple seasons, he has been, I think, like around 20 something in success rate out of 80 quarterbacks. So it's not like he's been a total sieve when he's been in there. So I don't think that the Broncos offense is just going to look terrible, and the way Sean Payton runs the offense, how balanced it is, I don't feel like they ask the quarterback to do a ton to be successful. Bo Nix creates a lot of plays with his legs. They'll miss that today, but they can still run the ball with Harvey. They can complete those short and intermediate routes with the plethora of receivers that they have. So I think the Broncos have a chance in this game. But what I think is not talked about enough this whole playoffs is the Patriots defense. I think the Patriots defense is actually pretty good. And for how good the Texans defense was, CJ Stroud getting clowned on the internet. Well, the defense that made him look that way is the Patriots defense. And I think that they are going to carry the day for New England in a low scoring game.
Pretty good sell job there. I like that. Big Web?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Zook here. I mean, Vrabel is a defensive guy, and you got to look at the Patriots. They're a better football team on both sides of the ball, I believe. And there's some concerns though. I mean, Josh McDaniel knows Stidham. He used to play for him. He used to be the OC for him, so he knows him well. But the 6 turnovers that May has so far in the playoffs are concerning. But the hook kills me too. But I'm sticking with it for this pick. But I'll be buying them down under that hook and taking New England.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, buying him down under that hook, probably a good move. Going to be a defensive battle. I like the under in this game, but I'm going to go with New England. Drake May has just looked like the better quarterback. Sure, the turnovers are an issue, and yes, the turnover margin is always, a large determining factor. But if Drake May can limit those turnovers, I just don't think Jarrett Stidham is good enough to go out there and win the football game. The defense will certainly give him a chance, but I think New England's going to be able to do enough, contain the run game with RJ Harvey. I do need RJ Harvey to have a big day for fantasy purposes, but I will
fantasy purposes.
Yeah, I'm in a playoff fantasy league.
Those
Of course
are
you
fun.
are. That does sound pretty fun. I've never done that before.
Yeah, I'm in 11th place right now. Everyone has the same team except for I have RJ. I'm the only one with RJ Harvey.
Ah, nice.
So that's the separator.
Oh,
That's the
Harvey.
separator. Go RJ Harvey.
Big day for Harvey. Like $1,500 pot or pool for first. So
Wow. Good luck, sir. All right, Tally.
big pot.
Yeah, this Broncos offense, even with Bo Nix, would just disappear at times. The Bills proved you can run on that defense. You can still score points on them. So I'm taking the Patriots.
Okay. Interesting.
By the way, TJ, can you see TikTok chat?
I can, yeah.
Just sit right
Okay,
there
all right, so you don't need me to read the comments.
No, I got it now. Yeah, sorry everybody. I had the screen on my PC here and then it shut down on me, so I'm on my phone. So if I'm delayed, that's why. Apologies for that. But yeah, Big Web's right. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take the island here. Here's the deal. I've been smarter as far as like betting goes with these line movements. Whenever it seems like I don't know how to say this right. It started at 5.5 for New England. You thought it would go even lower than that, and higher than that, like 7.5, 8.5 with Stidham starting. The money's gone down now to Broncos plus 3.5. I think the books are begging you to take New England in this one. And there's something with the Sean Payton aspect of it, the controlling the game. It's in Denver. New England, watching them last week, they should have beat the Texans by way more with the way Stroud played. And I'll tip my cap to the defense, but it's even more that Stroud just threw shit up for grabs. He was just throwing it up to see what happens. And Drake May, the dude gets anybody bumping his arm. I understand it's a hard position to play, but he fumbled way too much. This is a big game for him. He's only in his second year. I think this is going to be closer than for comfort. I want New England to win because I have a Super Bowl bet. I have them, I think, to win $250 if they win the Super Bowl, so I'd love to see Stidham in. I'm rooting for the Patriots, but if I'm looking at the lines and I'm looking at the public money and all this stuff, I got to take the Broncos plus 3.5 here, and I feel pretty confident that they'll cover. But we'll see. Nick, I love the under, too. That was my number one thing. Love the under today. So we shall see. All right. Matchup number 2, Tally. What do we have?
We have the Los Angeles Rams in Seattle, Seahawks minus 2.5.
All right, Zook.
Well, based on our discourse a little bit earlier, I'm going to guess that I am going to be in the minority taking the number 1 seed Seattle Seahawks. I think their defense is for real. I love the way they pursue the football. I think that they're going to be able to remain balanced enough offensively, and I think that they're solid defensively. I just don't see really many, if any, holes with this Seattle team, and I think that they'll be able to do enough in front of the home crowd to beat a Rams team that, in my opinion, has been a little shaky. As someone that picked them the past 2 weeks watching those games, I don't have a ton of confidence watching them. I feel like they've been a little off at times. Credit to them, they've won on the road in the weather 2 weeks in a row. Take nothing away from them. I think it's going to be a great football game to watch. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. But I'll take Seattle to go to the freaking Super Bowl with Sam Darnold and Coach McDonald.
We'll see if it actually happens. Big Web, go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of discourse, I'm going to stay on discourse, and we're going to run the Rams right down their throat. The Rams should handle the play right down the middle. I'm banking on the fact that I know they're a reasonable defense, Seattle, but I'm going to go ahead and bank on the fact that they had the Niners number to make them look so spectacular. And give me the Rams here I'll take 2.5 points with the Rams, sure.
I'm actually shocked by this. You've been all over Seattle the last 5-6 weeks, so it intrigues me because I know you like the Rams this year too. But after everything you've said and after what they've proven, I'm shocked that you're on the side. I really am.
Well, call it cabin fever. When you get locked in a house for 2 straight days, it does stuff to you.
Started crunching the numbers a little bit more. All right, Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, a little game script prediction right here. I think this is going to be another close one. I like the under in this game. It's 45.5. I think this game's going to land right on 45, 24-21. I'm going to go with the Rams, though. Again, I think both teams are going to be running the ball a lot. These two teams know each other. They played each other twice. That first game was 21-19. The other game was a little bit more high scoring. But I think, they're going to limit turnovers. I don't think we're going to see a lot of big plays from Sam Darnold or Matt Stafford. I think it's going to be heavy dose of the run game, trying to control the clock, chess match, and then Harrison Meade is going to walk it off with the
I'd be okay with that, to be honest.
The Super Bowl.
Who would have thought,
I'd be
Nick?
okay with it.
Who would have thought the thicker kicker would go to the Super Bowl on a game-winning kick?
I know. It's got. I hate the Rams. I hate the Rams, but I gotta support my guy.
Nick, this is a win-win for the Mizzou crowd because we either get Drew Lock or we get Harrison Mevis.
Drew Lock, you get Harrison
Doesn't
Mevis.
count. He's a fucking backup quarterback.
It counts.
No,
It
it
counts. Last I
doesn't.
checked, the backup quarterback gets a ring.
Oh, they're like a practice squad guy that went to Mizzou gets get out of here. Like, come on now. Tolly, what do you think?
I'm taking the Seahawks minus 2.5 with Zook. I don't really know. I just kind of got a feeling that's who I'm rolling with.
He's fucking up my island.
Yeah, and he is. I'm taking the Rams here too, plus 2.5. I'm taking them up to 3.5 in parlays if I'm doing that. But this game, the Rams have been the one team that can do stuff against Seattle. If they get out early, Darnold's going to have to be Superman. And look, I just don't think he's Superman. If he goes down early and throws for 4 touchdowns today, like I said, it's fine. I'll give him respect. But I think the Rams are going to figure things out today. They're in a little bit warmer climate. They're not in Chicago. No snow and bullshit. They can handle this. They played this team twice this year. I like the Rams today. And the 2.5, I think, again, with the book movement and the number, something tells me the book's putting it to 2.5 wants you to take Seattle. So that gives me hope that the Rams would cover, but I'm also going to take them to 3.5 in bets. But give me the Rams here. Going to be a hell of a football game. I am excited about that one. All right, and then finally we have our locks of the week. Big Web, Zook, who you locking up?
I'm going to go ahead and lock up the Pats. I would be so shocked if Jared Stidham wins that ball game. The hook sucks, but I think the Pats win it by 7.
Okay, Big Web.
Same here. Got to lock up the Patriots here. It's probably the best pick of the day.
All right, Nick.
As much as I want to lock up the Rams, I'll go ahead and also lock up New England. I think that puts the Rams-Seattle game on the deciding factor for me and Zook in third place, notwithstanding with the Super Bowl pick. So I'll lock up the Pats with Zook and sweat it out with him on Rams-Seahawks for third place.
Tolly?
This Jarrett Stidham revenge game is going to be crazy. I'm also locking up the Patriots.
Holy shit. I'm locking up Denver. I mean, that's happening.
Right there.
Yeah, I already have the lead, I have the championship in hand, so it doesn't truly matter. But everything I've been reading, Nick, on all these, I've been on a couple of apps. These sharps are talking, Nick. They're talking, and everybody likes Denver. They like
TJ,
Denver.
Being in the business quite a bit, there's some days where, yes, the books want you to take a play, the sharps this, sharps that. TJ, squares win sometimes, and today's one of those days. New England wins.
Clip that. We will replay that next week when Denver wins outright.
It's Jared fucking Stidham.
I mean, you don't sound sharp. That's not a sharp play. Everybody said, "Oh, Jared Stidham, this line should be 9.5." Guess what? It's not. Why is it not, Nick? That's fishy. Give me Denver.
Because it's a playoff game and Denver's at home.
That's not
Denver's
why.
at home.
It's not why.
So
Wait
it's
more
like
to it. God, I couldn't feel better about how sharp I am today.
Really
And I'm rooting for New England.
7.5,
If I'm
really
wrong,
6.5,
it's better for me.
because
I got a
the
Super Bowl
home
bet
field
on New England.
advantage. Look, it's really 6.5 because they get 3 for the home field advantage. So Patriots are going to win by a touchdown, just like Luke said.
Let me ask you, how profitable have you been betting this year? Just being, I'm being fair because I haven't either, but I'm starting
profitable.
I'm wicked smart now. I'm starting to smarten up a little bit.
The board would suggest that I've made money.
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's
And that's
the case.
all that matters.
That's a
Yeah, it is.
beautifully
We've got all those
political
minus
answer
110,
right
so
there. I
yes,
love
it's
it.
profitable. We're not profitable on
Board would
parlays. We're
suggest.
profitable on straight bets.
Nobody's profitable on parlays.
Nobody's profitable on parlays. But again, it's the NFL. Again, if Jarrett Stidham goes out there and wins a football game, or Jarrett Stidham even goes out there and covers their 3.5 against the Patriots defense, you tip your cap. I don't think Jarrett Stidham's going to be the one to do it. It would be the Denver defense and getting those turnovers against Drake May, if anything, and Sean Payton controlling the clock. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Do me a
I think
favor.
England's going to go out there and score quickly.
Can you
What
can you read who's number 1 on that board and who's number 3?
That wasn't the question. The question was, am I profitable? And that board says, yes, I am.
No, I'm saying because of the pick today. You know, I'm just saying. Look at those standings, would you? I mean, like all I'm saying is, take a look at what's been going on.
Playoffs, it's different. You did a great job during the regular season. I'll tip my cap to you, but this is playoffs.
Thank you. Well, I
Nick's right. Nick's right. If you put $25 on every one of Nick's picks this year, you made money.
You made money. Yes, you did better than me. Congratulations. But at the end of the day, it's just about being profitable. And I don't know where Big Web Bet Investments LLC is doing. I think we're struggling a little bit.
Same thing. If we put money on $25 on every pick,
we might need to kind of go for broke during the Super Bowl if we.
Well, we got a plan, Nick. We got Big Web's best bet today. He was going to get half of it back, and the rest will come in the Super Bowl.
Okay, 2 weeks.
Let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Otherwise, our portfolio investors might be coming to slash my tires because I told them to wait all the way to the playoffs.
Attaboy. Appreciate that, Nick.
They're waiting to make their money. So
you're a good man. Thank you, sir.
Big Web, where do we currently sit right now, money wise?
We don't have an update, but we'll have that for the Super Bowl. But I think we're sitting around 560 down.
Oh. God.
Remember, this is like 20 weeks here now. 20 weeks.
That's a brand new PS5, Nick.
We're doing fine.
Car payment right there.
That's a car payment. That's a lot. That's a good start to rent for some people.
$100 a week. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, $100 a week times 20 is $2,000. We're down like $560. Just put that math to it and think about it.
It's just the people that say why gamble. I kind of get it. He got those numbers. I'm just saying. You know,
Well, let me tell you something.
I'm a gambler, but I get it.
Everybody that went to a movie and had a steak dinner every goddamn Sunday spent the same fucking money. Who cares?
That is true.
Who cares?
That is true. The money is just spent in a different way. Everyone pays for hobbies. That's just like 5 golf outings right there.
Just 5 golf outings at a nice course. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Larry, I'll take mine medium rare, and next week I'll have it medium, and I think I'll take the asparagus on the side. Oh, that's going to cost you $100 a week. I know that.
Big
It's also a nice dinner, though.
Goes the steak and bottle of wine
For the stress of Kyler Murray fucking him over.
And sweating Kyler Murray. Ramen and Kyler Murray or steak dinner and a nice bottle of wine.
I think everybody would take ramen and Kyler Murray. I mean, come on. Of course.
I mean, yeah, that's the joy of it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question.
Sure. Nick, are you taking questions or?
I think
I'll take questions.
All right.
And this is Zook and Tolly too. So we had last week they went to Cooper Cup quite a bit. I'm looking for prop bets here today, and Seattle went to Cooper Cup quite a bit, like more than usual. What do you guys think today?
Well, go to the Seattle expert, Zach Zook.
I don't know. I think he's kind of like their short, guy when they want to just complete something over the ball. I think he'll get a couple targets. I don't have a great feel for that though. I don't think he's going to be lighting up the Rams defense.
Why so many last week? I mean, I think he got a half dozen, 8 catches, didn't he, last week?
Well, and I don't know what JSN did, but they didn't. The thing is, they didn't really need to throw the ball because of how good Walker was running. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think you can take much from the game last week, to be completely honest.
Yeah, the Seahawks also had a lot of short fields last week.
Cooper Kupp had 5 targets for 60 yards.
What's his number today? What's Kupp's number today?
4 plus catches is plus 140. He's at 32 or more yards at minus 110.
I don't know if I like either of those, to be honest with you.
I don't think
he gets 3 catches a game.
He's not consistent enough.
Give me a couple of prop bets. Prop bets for each game, buddy. What do you got?
Who's asking me?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the Denver game. How about Henderson over yards?
Henderson anytime touchdowns plus 255.
Honestly, I think I like that better than the yards because then you don't have to
Yeah.
really worry about the split with he and Stevenson. You just need him to get in the end zone.
But I thought Stevenson's
Rush-
been getting a lot more opportunities inside the 5. No,
I think they both. I feel like they both do. I feel like they really. It's a true split. They use them both.
why not R.J. Harvey? I think R.J. Harvey all day if Denver's controlling
I like
that game.
R.J. Harvey receiving yards.
Harvey and Henderson are both
I
at
like,
40
Nick.
plus rushing
Honestly,
yards.
that I think would be my favorite one. What's his receiving yards?
23.5 on purple for RJ.
Because they're going to be checking it down. Like,
exactly.
If
he's
you
a pass catching
do-
back.
He gets that in one play. Could get that in one play.
If
Yeah.
you wanted,
Denver's one of the heaviest screen teams in the NFL too.
if you do over or his rushing and receiving yards for Harvey's only 65 and a half.
That's the
like
one I
that.
want. Big Web, that's the one I was thinking of early too, was the combination. Yeah.
He gets 53.4 per game, and they have the line set at 65 today.
All right.
You're going to get
Good
real
deal.
annoyed if you take that at how many carries Jaleel McLaughlin is going to get.
How many did he
One
get
that's-
last week, though? I feel like I haven't seen him much. I could be
Let's
wrong.
check.
I don't know. I didn't really lock in on their backs. I thought Harvey was getting the majority of the carries, though.
Something that's kind of weird
I
here.
felt
So
like I
this
saw him out
says
there quite a bit. Jaleel
Henderson-
McLaughlin had 4 attempts. RJ Harvey had 6.
Who
Bonus
else
at
did
12.
they fucking run the ball with? They didn't run the ball that much?
Yeah. No, they don't like to.
But
That's why,
Jared
like,
Stitt-
I
but Jared
like
Stidham.
the passing yards.
But Jared Stidham.
They're going to have to throw it. They'll run it more, but they're going to still have to throw it.
Harvey
That's
because of
true.
Jared
Stidham's-
Stidham, Dad. That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
this
No,
is
no,
something that I see on here that's just like it's a little fishy the way it looks. So Travion Henderson, they say 62.7 yards per game rushing and receiving. His line is only set at 44 and a half. You usually see that line get set pretty close to what they average per game. So for that to be 20 yards less, seems like there's something going on there.
Mhm. Yeah.
RJ Harvey, by the way, 46 receiving yards last week.
46. Done. Give me that. Give me the combo.
I think that passing yards. I like that, Nick.
Yeah.
That's good. Give me one on the other game. Zook, what do you got?
Oh, what's Ken Walker's line at?
I'm gonna guess 70 plus, maybe more.
82 rushing yards.
That's too much. That's too
Yeah.
much.
That is high. What about anytime tutty? Kenneth Walker.
One thing that's Rashid Shaheed, they only have it set at 6+ rushing yards, and they do like to give him the ball for a rush. Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown is minus 140.
Eh,
Minus 140? Nah, it's
Yeah.
That's not good enough odds. What about my guy Sammy? What's his passing prop at?
my God,
199.
240.
240.
Sam Darnold pass attempts.
I don't mind that.
Pass attempts I don't hate if the Rams go up early.
Is his touchdown passing touchdowns at like 1.5?
It's you got to bet 2+. Stafford 2+ passing touchdowns is minus 143.
I like that.
What's 2+ for Darnold?
Minus 109.
What?
I like
Yeah.
Stafford feels free to passing touchdowns. I think, but
And what's the odds on Stafford?
Minus 143.
Oh,
I
minus
don't know.
140. Okay.
Maybe you're getting a 24-21 game here. That's what you're getting. So
Yeah.
why do you like this? I don't like the under at all. I like the under in the first game. My top 2 plays, if I'm putting a parlay just with the lines or totals, it's Patriots Broncos under. It's 43.5, I think, and then take Rams up to 3.5. I love those 2.
the under is a sharp play.
If you want to ride the lightning, you could go AJ Barner anytime. That'd be like a high risk.
That
high risk
makes me
one.
want to vomit. I'm out. For that reason, I'm out.
Blake Corum anytime touchdown. You want to get gross?
His split
Yeah.
back stuff
That is
pisses me off. You just never know. Now with
Blake,
Seattle,
Blake Corum is only plus 295 to score a touchdown.
Who?
Like
Blake
Blake
Corum,
Corum, he's only plus 295. Cooper Kupp is plus 310. Like
Yeah, gotta get the goal line touches.
Mm.
Jordan Whittington to score a touchdown. Yeah, no, that's
I'm good on that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
easy.
I'll take a pass on that one.
With Devontae and Puka in there, you don't think he's getting any end zone targets?
Yeah, I think my limit is Blake Corum and AJ Barner. That's my limit.
That's as far
Yeah,
down the
two
list as you'll go.
A 2-pack together would be.
Yeah.
Seattle defensive touchdown. What's that going to be at? I bet it's only like 500, which is such bullshit. I hate
Well,
that
plus
stuff.
your God,
425.
Stafford would never throw.
Seattle
He would never.
Seattle first TD. Seattle defense first TD.
That'll pay.
Really
That'll pay. That'll pay.
What about
That
JSN
is plus
over
2,200.
2,200 for first
JSN?
tutty. It better be. It better be plus
Yeah.
10,000. Fuck.
Yeah, plus 2,200 is not even good enough for Seattle first defense first TD. I need more than that.
JSN and Puka are both at 92 plus receiving yards. And it's minus odds.
Ew.
I like the two-way I said earlier, and I like the two-way of Harvey combined receiving, rushing, and Stafford 2+ touchdowns. I love those. And then do one with all four, Nick, because why not?
Because why not?
So RJ Harvey rush plus receiving, Stafford 2+. What were the other two?
Rams plus 3.5 and the under in the Pats Broncos game.
Oh,
With my top play being Pats Broncos under.
I can't do those down here, unfortunately.
All right. Well, Big Web, I like that one. So
Hey, look at this. Patriots over 36.5. Interested?
Patriots over the game?
No. The game or the team?
Game over 36.5. Patriots. Could happen.
I'm taking the under.
RJ, you like the under there.
I love the under.
RJ Harvey, rushing and receiving. All right, I can knock out that over under. Let's get rid of it. Let's go.
All right, get rid of it.
RJ Harvey over 60.
All right.
Count combined.
Uh-huh.
New England Patriots plus 3.5. Yeah, we're betting over 0. Fuck them. All right.
Yeah.
Rams plus 7.5. Plus 7.5 for the Rams.
7.5, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rams over 39.5.
Oh,
Right?
right.
Cooper Kupp, 3 receptions. Plus 407.
That's God.
You don't
that's,
like Kupp. You don't
That's a
like Kupp.
lot.
I
for
that's a lot of plays
407.
for 407. That motherfucker should pay 2,000. That's crazy.
100 gets you 500
Agreed.
bucks.
I mean, yeah, but those are all locks, guaranteed.
We're down
I mean,
550.
at
Let's
that
just
point-
let's just
You're right,
pummel.
Nick.
Let's
Look at
put
this.
200 on one
TJ,
play today.
The
Yeah,
Rams
let's put-
plus
let's-
7.5.
Let's put
The Rams
250
plus
Let's put
over
250 on a
39.5. Sure.
two-teamer.
Not
Let's put
sure.
250.
Not sure. Wait, over on which game? Sure. Which one?
Rams 39.5.
$250 on RJ Harvey rush plus receiving and the New England Patriots Denver Broncos under.
Or
Just
Stafford 2+
normalize.
touchdowns. That is happening. 2+ touchdowns for Stafford. Throw 150 on that motherfucker, and let's get some profitability this week.
All right, under normal. Look at Nick. Under normal numbers, 43.5 plus 927. Let me knock a couple out of here.
All right.
Look at that.
Let's see. Patriots plus 3.5. You like that, Nick?
I do.
Under 43.5 in that game.
I do.
Yes. Uh-huh.
RJ Harvey over 60.
Yeah. What's that
Combined.
pay? Yeah.
Rams plus 7.5, over 39.5, and I'll even take Cooper Kupp out of it.
Yeah, take Cooper Kupp out. We're looking green.
When was he in the
Plus-
conversation?
Plus 593. Plus
God,
5.
it only goes 593. That's terrible.
Has a 5-legger
What
there?
is it? 100 gets you 693.
Let's
5
round
legger.
robin. We got to smarten up around here. And I don't mean you, I mean me, I mean everybody that bets on this fucking program. We need to simplify. We're down hundreds of dollars. We got Big Web. This is the moment where we switch this show to people actually watch for the picks. You know, they watch for this shit, the reactions. They also need to watch for the picks. And right now,
You know what
we're
they do, though?
fucking
You know what they
toast.
do, though?
I'm
You know
just
what they
saying-
do? These people are smart. Our listeners are smart as fuck. These guys listen in and they go, you know what? Big Web's full of shit on this one, but God damn it, he's making a lot
Listen,
of sense. As the
listen,
boys
listen,
talking over
listen.
about RJ Harvey, they're really
Listen,
making some fucking sense on
listen.
RJ Harvey.
2 units. You got 3 football games left, so you got to go for it a little bit. You got to take some chances here. We can't afford to just only bet the doghouse. 2 units. RJ Harvey, Stafford 2 touchdowns. Call it a day.
Fucking
Call it a day because you get 4 units back on that if that shit hits. If it doesn't, you chalk your losses. You're already down.
Just
then
because
you're only down
Nick's-
like $100. Then you're only down $100 going into the Super Bowl.
Just because Nick's always been in my corner all year, I'm going to listen, and we're going to go with R.J. Harvey.
I have a football
And we're going
chubby.
to go with the regular underline in that game, which scares the fuck out of me.
I have a football chubby.
No, he doesn't.
All I'm saying is we've had this conversation over and over, and you're the
Isn't
one.
that the right move? Isn't that the right move, TJ? R.J. Harvey, under, Stafford. Those
Three
Boom.
legs I can get on board with. What I'm saying is I've seen this gentleman on screen right here every Wednesday says he sits back like he's a defeated man and he goes, "We got to change things up. We got to round robin
No, we
something."
don't. I never said
Yeah,
that.
then
You always say
every
something.
Sunday.
He gets excited. Zook's
I do
going.
get excited.
I
Remember,
guess-
also there was that one week where he said we got to do less legs, 3 legs only. That's all we're doing, and now it's been 5, 5, 5.
Yeah, I did
Like
say that. I
6
did say
legs,
that.
we're teasing through 0. What the fuck are we doing?
But we buy them to the win position, and then we only
We're
miss
buying
one.
points
Holy
and getting fucked on a hook
What-
instead of just
Who'd you
kicking
buy
down.
to the winning position last week when you missed 2 out of however many?
Buying hooks.
The other 3.
We're buying 3 points and the normal line covers.
That's
We're
right.
buying too many points.
That's right. I agree.
We got to stick with it. We just gotta
Zook
trust
just
our
texted me, my computer died and my charger's at his work, so he's out. Big way. Zook is out,
See
but
you,
we're
Zook.
glad we got him on the program. That's the From the 50
Nick,
difference.
I got R.J. Harvey combined. I got under 43.5 in the Broncos game, and I got Stafford. 2
I'm
plus
doubling up
touchdown
on the
pass.
Butte.
409.
Yeah, 409.
3 picks
Mike,
plus 409. 3 picks plus 409.
plus 409. There you go. Let's ride that.
I'm doing it. I'll do it. No problem.
Hey,
Boom. TJ, there it is. Plus 409. That gets us back.
no one.
Big Web, if you want to bet on your guy Booty again, he's plus 320 to get a touchdown.
I could use a little booty today. that could be something.
Clip that 100%.
This is a solid ticket, bitch.
Says that every week. It's
That is
just-
a solid ticket.
We'll see. All right, so I can write your official. Let me write it on this little handy dandy notepad here, Big Web,
Right.
and then I'll go write it down.
Mark my words. Mark my words. I'm taking the advice. I'm coming down from the 5-way. We're going to the 3-way for Nick, and we're risking the fuck out of this under.
That's smart to go still to a 3-leg parlay. That's
So,
we're
it
still
is.
we're so set. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Rename it so I
RJ
can write it on
Harvey
the board.
combined 60.
RJ Harvey over
Combined
60.
over 60.
Over 60 combined. All right.
Denver Broncos under 43.5, meaning let that fucking 8 degrees fucking cook.
Okay.
Matthew Stafford 2+ touchdown passes. I could see that happen.
I like that as well.
Plus 409. Hunter gets me 509 and brings me right back.
409. You know, I'm in
409,
agreement on that.
And that is a good. I can't bet it, but I'm gonna ride it in spirit. I'm gonna ride the player props.
You guys discuss. I'm gonna go write this on the board.
Thanks, Nick. Nick's
So,
always got my back. I will.
Conference championship week, folks. You got to be smart here. You only got 3 weeks left, or 3 games left, and you don't get any football next weekend. So unless you like college basketball or betting the NBA, go ahead and take some shots here on championship Sunday. RJ Harvey more than rush plus receiving. Matt Stafford 2+ TDs and 2+ passing TDs, that is, and the under in Denver and New England. 2 good defenses. There's a turnover or 2. That's going to run more time off the clock. They're going to try to control the clock. Denver's defense has been good all year. Pass rush is going to get after Jarrett Stidham, and he's going to be trying to not go for big plays. He's going to try to look out, check that shit down to RJ Harvey. And then Stafford in the other game likes to move the ball. Got 2 of the best wide receivers, probably the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, and Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. If you like anytime touchdown on Puka or Devontae, it's not great value, but probably still worth a shot.
I agree. And you watch Vrabel maybe coaching his quarterback to look, Drake. You've had a little bit of a rough start in the playoffs here. You've had some turnovers. Let's play a controlled, low-scoring football game here and keep it under for Big Web fans.
And that gets us back to close to even going into Super Bowl Sunday, and then we can toss some stuff all over the board and really just go for it on Super Bowl Sunday. We can bet a halftime show. We can bet coin flip. We can bet
none of that bullshit. No.
We can have an investment and have some fun if we're like close to even, because then we'll only be down like 500 for the year if all the player props lose. But if we somehow break even or go positive, what is happening here? If we somehow break even or go positive, then we are going to be having a Super Bowl Sunday.
What are we doing? Hello, Zuck.
What is?
Hey, what up, boys? I'm in the upside down.
What is?
I don't know what's happening.
Zach,
You want me to flip it? I got my iPad sideways. I can flip it the other side.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Actually, I kind of like it. It's kind of
way.
captivating.
He slipped on the snow.
There you go.
How's this?
That's better.
That's
We're good
great.
now.
Now I gotta hold it though.
Welcome back to Hawkins.
Yeah. Dude, I went in to grab my iPad and my wife has the show on, and I heard you guys still talking about RJ fucking Harvey. Can we be done with RJ Harvey?
We're not, because
No.
here it is. It's on the board. It's
I have
official.
him in fantasy today.
It's like 20 minutes of RJ Harvey.
He
I have him
should
in
be.
fantasy
He should
today,
be.
Zook.
He's the highlight today.
It's all we're talking about. It's RJ Harvey's day. RJ Harvey day.
And how Big
Real
Web is
money's on RJ Harvey.
Big Web is extra sharp
guys-
because
you
we
guys
have a
are
3-leg
gonna-
parlay, baby. 3-leg parlay over instead of 5. Here we come.
The new villain of this show after today is going to be Jaleel McLaughlin.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
I could see that.
Guy's gonna cost me like $1,500 from winning this league.
You know what? I don't even want to do it on Faithful today. I like Big Web's parlay. I like it. I'm not taking it. I have my own. I'm taking 2-leg parlays, but I like Big Web's parlay. I do.
Let's do unfaithful player prop, because I need to bet something for Prize Picks.
Player prop parlay or just one?
Yeah. Player
PPP,
prop.
baby. What do you got?
I like
3 to 4 leg or.
I like Stafford,
we can-
2+
RJ
passing
Harvey can't be
touchdowns.
in it.
I like Harvey. I do. Anything else?
Give me 2 other players. Maybe somebody from Seattle. Anything from New England.
I like Kenneth Walker to score a touchdown. I do. I think it's. I mean,
Okay.
touchdowns are kind of tough, but I do like that.
Cooper Kupp, 3 receptions.
Ramondre Stevenson less than
Uh,
against that Denver defense.
I don't know if I love that.
What's Drake May's passing prop?
It was like 200 something.
If it's like around 200 yards, I would take that.
230.
We're taking the under though in Denver, New England. I don't know.
Marcus on TikTok says, "What's the Harvey for rushing and receiving?" Big Web, you said he got 60 on the dot.
60.
No, the real line's like 65 or something. I
think
took it at
it's-
60, minus 111 or something.
Where'd it go? It was like 70, I think, but you can tease it down.
Okay.
We teased it.
Yeah,
down.
Harvey's at 66 and a half if you want to do an over-under, or somewhere I found where you could actually pick your number, like if you wanted 60, 70,
Yeah.
80, whatever you want.
70 is plus 100 on Green Book. Marcus says over or under. We like the over because we had a lot of receiving last week, but mainly my whole deal is if I think Denver's game plan with Stidham is different than Bo Nix, obviously. So that means more dump offs. Zook said it's one of the top screen teams in the NFL. And I think they're going to be running the ball more, even though they got Jaleel McLaughlin, whatever. Give Harvey the ball. So that's why we like 70 plus.
You're right. They have to recoup those yards that Bo Nix would have had. And it's going to be the screen pass. I agree 1,000%.
Are they going to lose this game by letting Stidham throw 40 yards down the field? No. They're gonna dink and dunk all day and run the ball.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I don't envision Stidham throwing the ball because again, if he commits a turnover and New England's already up a touchdown and they go up 2 touchdowns, they're in a world of hurt.
Correct.
They better air it out a little bit though, because otherwise they're going to
Then
pinch
New
up.
England's going to start keying on the run, and it's going to be a disaster. They're going to start forcing shit, and it's going to be over before it started.
Big Web, fucking, I'm taking your parlay with you. I love it.
Then, yeah.
I love the parlay.
Attaboy.
I love it.
Good.
I do. I love all 3 of those
Good.
picks. That's my. I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing and take the under with the Rams plus 3.5 in another one. But I mean, the other ones, I love Stafford and I love Harvey, so I'm going to ride it with you. There we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's
As much shit as I give you, it's I like it. I do.
We have the faithful parlay this week.
We are.
Faithful.
We're the faithful
The
this week. That's
faithful
right.
parlay.
We are faithful.
That's right.
We are faithful.
Love it.
100%. I'm trying to think of anything else we need to cover. I know playoffs are different. Oh, want to remind everybody, I'll remind you at the end of the show as well. We'll go for a little bit longer here, but we will not have a show next week. So if you guys tune in every week, Pro Bowl week sucks. That's what we say. So we never have a show. So we will have the Just Talking Ball next week, though. I think it's going to be me and Big Web, but I really want to go over our season predictions list that we put together in August and see how close we were. So we'll do a little bit of that, and then talk about maybe our favorite parts of the season. Maybe talk a little bit more about off-season plans. I know I put something out there on the podcast feed saying if you guys got ideas, whether it's topics to talk about. Zook and I mentioned doing a broadcast about the game of football, maybe taking a step back from fandom, like itself. Like we've noticed even with our show, when fantasy ended, like the percentage of views that we get is astounding. And that's not a hit on. I'm saying like I think Zook's right with like when fantasy's over, it takes a dip in fans watching. So I'm curious to talk about that a little bit. So anyway, kind of deeper football conversations, obviously bullshit, random conversation. But yeah, go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Another topic that we got to do. We got to do like a full hour on the coaching carousel. I mean, it's an absolute.
For sure.
It's tough to talk about when there's still football going on, but like when all the dust settles, and talk about all the moves. I think coaching in today's day and age of the NFL is as important as it's ever been, and like you can make your predictions and who you think is going to be good the next year based off some of that. Like for example, the Mike McDaniel going to the Chargers thing is intriguing to me.
Yeah, and then the Browns, apparently their head coaching search is based on like they're having them write essays and like taking a test.
Personality test?
Crazy.
What a bunch of clowns.
So much so that like they're all pulling out of the interviews. Like they're like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Like, that's telling. They go, "Wait, you gave me this fucking team, and I still have to take a test. Like, get out of here now."
Yeah. Yeah, they say like if you're driving down the street and you got a dog or a cat, which one would you run over? What the hell does that mean about anything?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll talk more about coaching carousel. I think that's a good conversation to have. And then obviously the not so serious football bar conversations. We do the grid, which we're going to do a lot more of those coming up. I love those. Because if you don't want to see a bunch of guys do immaculate grid, it's more than that. We make it a conversation, bring up names from the football world that you haven't heard about probably in 20 years, if ever. Zook especially, the George Iloka shout out two episodes ago. That was fucking great. He's got one name every time, and me and Tally look at each other like, what the who's that? But it's
it's very a lot of fun conversation. Which TJ, on that note, man, I was watching some random football highlight of a Patriots playoff run from years past. And Algie Crumpler was
yes. My guy. Yes, Algie Crumpler. Shout out. I think I talk about him every show. Him and Hayden Hurst. My two guys I always bring up for every team.
Yeah. That sounds like a guy that works on fish tanks.
It kind of is. Algie Crumpler. But yeah, anyway, no show next week. We will be on for Super Bowl, obviously. I got a couple ideas. I don't know how many people are you guys, most of you in studio for that? Are you guys, do we know anybody?
Next
Super Bowl?
I know Nick probably is out of town, but Zook, Tolly, Big Web.
I'll be back in for Super Bowl. We fly to San Francisco on Thursday, and then we're back on Saturday night.
So we got full studio, full show for Super Bowl?
Yeah,
weather permitting.
Because we're doing a Super Bowl party. We're doing a Super Bowl party here in Dallas on that Sunday, but we're going Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh, so you won't be here for the show Sunday?
I will be here for the show. That's what I'm saying. We're going to San Francisco Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we're coming back Saturday night.
He'll be hungover. He'll be hungover, but he'll be there.
100%. Okay, cool. Well, I got some fun ideas for that then. Maybe have a little dart contest directly on the broadcast, get a little camera out there, play some darts, or just do something fun with it in Super Bowl. It's fun. But yeah, that'll be the end of the Sunday show for the season, and then we'll just continue, add more stuff during the off season. Like I mentioned before, this is the only thing I focus on now as far as like broadcasting and content. So I really want to do as much as I can in the off season, but I as I said on the car pod too, if you listen to the podcast, I don't want it to be like, oh, the Saints, let go their punter on March 3rd. Nobody gives a fuck. So it's going to be more of like the laid back, fun fandom conversations, and if it's ever getting stale, we're going to pivot. So that's what you can expect. I could see maybe, a mailbag kind of segment. We have our voicemail button on our website. So if you go to there and you leave a thought on your team or on the NFL in general, I would love to have that as a weekly thing, and I think it could be really fun. So just a few ideas, but stay tuned and make sure you follow us and go to the website and subscribe on YouTube. That's kind of our main focus right now, and you can see all the new shows and everything like that. So with that being said, I don't know if we have any other comments, fellas. This has been... It's been fun. I mean, we had a lot to talk about, even with 2 games. So, any last-minute thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, man.
Yeah, don't bet the
Harvey.
doghouse today. We got a good pick. Don't bet the doghouse today. Bet the shed. Bet the shed.
The full shed today.
Bet the shed and the mailbox too. Only 3 games left.
The shed and the mailbox. Zook, sorry your computer died, but I'm glad we got the iPad and you were upside down. That was a fun laugh. I enjoyed that. Tolly,
From the 50 difference.
100%. Tolly, any last minute thoughts? Go Pats today or something?
Absolutely not. We're still on the Go Bills train. We'll see who our new coach is.
See how it goes. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're from the 50, from the50.com. We will talk to you guys in 2 weeks on the Sunday show, but stay tuned for Just Talking Ball on Wednesday until we get to Super Bowl week. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks.